Yari yari, ohayo gozaimasu. Uh, well, I spent a good amount of time yesterday afternoon trying to update my charts, um, starting mainly with, of course, TradingView since it's the better, in my opinion, the better platform. Um, Interestingly, let me see, let me try a 4 hour, that'll be better. All right, so yesterday we had our rally, and I realized after the fact the likelihood of why this happened is because we're recovering this purple trend line here, which again only has two spots way above. I think more importantly is the fact that we were above the 50 DMA, which I may have to adjust. I'm gonna have to adjust that. Let's see. Yeah, this is the 50 because I always forget. I wish I could just simply highlight over it and it'll tell me, but as good a platform this is, it wasn't created by me, so it's flawed. I don't care how arrogant that sounds. All right, it looks like it's at the right spot. 200 DMA can go up slightly. Nope, that wasn't too much DMA. I give up. It's too much stuff to even mess around with. All right, going back to the 4. So we had our bounce above 50 DMA. We claimed this trend line, which is 4088-ish, which is important. I added these lines afterwards. This is Adam Mancini's trend lines. And again, just a powerful, powerful rally, man. Over a 2% gain. And I'm still blown away that all I can scrape out of this was $10. But anyways, when the market closed, this is what was showing up when I was finishing up this chart. And I thought to myself, because Adam Mancini also added this channel here. And I remember we have our bull flag that we reclaimed. And I like to think we rejected from the bull flag, but it looks like that's not what happened here on TradingView. It looks like that on my Thinkorswim app and all of my charts, but didn't quite happen here. So anyways, what I was hoping, since 4033 was the retest, was that we would retest 4033 overnight and just base above it, waiting for the market to open for us to rally. And maybe then we can reach the top of the bull flag, maybe have a slight pullback and then pop higher today. I don't know. I don't know what the RSI looks like, as I can only have certain number of indicators because I'm paying for like the basic service of TradingView. Which is something else to consider too. I'm paying fees to use TradingView. And you know, these little measly $10 profits I make here and there is only enough, barely enough to pay off the fee for using TradingView, which does kind of suck. I don't have to pay a fee for Thinkorswim, but at least that's one good thing I can say about Thinkorswim. There's no fee you have to pay. It's free. Everything about it is free, except the commissions you pay on your trades. But TradingView, to use this, you have to pay a fee. Anyways, I was hoping for a bounce here with the confluence of this trend line and this trend line and the support level, and we got that. We're getting that so far. Let me zoom in a little bit more. And it looks like we're creating a bull flag. I don't know if I want to risk drawing it now, but I'm going to go ahead and try. See, I don't know if I should put it down here or here. I'll just try this for now. It looks like too tight of a bull flag for me though. And my gut tells me that I should put this down here. I don't know. So I'm hoping when the bell rings, we chop down a little bit here, keep it above 4133 base for a bit, and maybe like around 11:30, 12 o'clock. Also, I'm thinking about adopting Adam Mancini's strategy where he hates trading between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. He doesn't like trading then, but then I don't know if I want to adopt that because I don't want to limit myself. If I find an opportunity to trade, if I see a supply or demand formed and it's retested cleanly, I don't want to hinder myself from making a trade. Plus, I can't fully copy the way he trades because he has the, I don't want to call it luxury, but the ability to scale in and out of his trades. I can't because I only have enough to maybe take one or two options. So anyway, so that's the bull flag on ES. Let's see if I can find the same thing on my SPY and ES on Thinkorswim. I'm gonna have to go to a higher time frame. Sloppy looking, but I'll just go with it. Man, God. It frustrates when I zoom in, it stretches everything, just stretches it out. Oh, this doesn't have log scale? Okay, I give up. I'm so done with this. I'm just not gonna zoom in. See if I can figure it out without having to zoom in. Because every time I zoom in, it stretches the whole thing. Oh my God, just so annoying, man. So annoying. All right. So 4033 is our major level. Okay, now let me also read Adam Mancini's tweet. Since March 13, ES has been in a dip buy regime, putting in a big 95-point squeeze off yet Wednesdays. Now's when I yawn. 4072 strong support zone. Now bulls find out how sustained it is. Plan today, support 4133, 4128. Just tested. Hold here. Next targets 4151, then 4160. 4151, 4160. Confluent to these two trend lines. Let's see if I have the same thing on SPY, because you know I have my levels always super accurate in SPY. 4154, 4160. So, all right, now I gotta go through this again. 4151 is slightly above. I don't know. I think I have 4160 the same. I hope. All right. I did read one comment that somebody posted here. This guy goes, great levels so far already this morning, been consistently successful over the past 3 weeks with 0 red days. and going over your newsletter and levels has been a great part of that. I'm like, wow, dude, this guy has been trading. I mean, I don't know, maybe he trades 2 or 3 times a week, but this guy has not had a single red day in almost a month. Just amazing. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to see if I can get more than 3 green days in a row, which is probably one of the reasons why I sometimes sell so early. All right, what else? VIX. Unfortunately, VIX is all on my own. Whatever I find in VIX, I don't have any help. So it's just me trying to figure these levels out on my own. So we were in this channel, fell below that, broke through this channel, just completely ignored it. So I'm almost wondering if I should take this off. Let's go ahead and zoom out to a daily. So this is our current low here. Is it possible we might push down to here? Maybe. 4 hour. One hour. Yeah, I'm not seeing any patterns. Let me zoom this out a bit. I'm not really seeing anything. I suppose we need to break past this level, confluent with this level. This might be an issue. So when we reach the top of the bull flag, it's possible we might hit this at the same time and pull back a little bit. So I may want to watch this area. Let's see if it looks the same on the 515. Of course it doesn't. All right. And again, I know I've said it many times yesterday, but I'm still just flat out blown away that I took my trade here and sold here. But again, how can I get mad at myself? If I had one option and I was in profits, I took my profits. I mean, if I had two options, then I could have sold one and held on to the other one, and I probably would have sold here, to be honest with you. I've been happy that I got, 30 bucks of profit. Now, if I had 20 options, yeah, I would have sold 10 here, the next 7 here, so 17 out of 20 sold at this point, and hold on to the last 3. And those last 3, of course, would have given me way more profit than the initial 17. I think. Yeah, yeah. But you never know that it's going to make this kind of a run. That's the thing. Okay. So the risk here for me is by the time the market opens, the question is, are we going to be at this bull flag and are we going to reject? Or is it going to just pop through and break and rally? I wonder what the RSI looks like. I wonder if this is going to be one of those days where it just starts to rally from as soon as the bell rings. Because that's what the market likes to do. It knows that people are wary to go long after a big rally like yesterday. So the market will go long on its own. I don't know. All I can do is just wait and see what happens. So our target is 416. So let's choose 4. Damn, 412 is just 1 point above, unfortunately. Yeah. And 413, I have to choose 413, was 119 at close. And it's not much different from today, so let's see how much theta decay has worked there. I'm gonna assume it's probably worth around $60, $70 when the market opens, which I may not be able to afford that one either. I would need to see a retest of 4133 again. And I don't really have a bear plan, to be honest. I don't think a bear plan comes into play unless we make a strong supply on a 30, confluent to a level on VIX and a level on SPY or ES. My gut tells me that when the bell rings, we're either going to fake drop and then rally, or we're just going to chop for a while and then rally later on this afternoon. Let's see if my gut is right. Alright, bell just rung. I was stuck on the phone for a bit, and it looks like we're already pushing. I'm curious what's going to happen with the top of this bull flag. I would like to see an initial rejection, but my concern is that it's just going to blast right through. And the problem is if I go long now and the bull flag does turn into a resistance, I'm going to lose. Plus, there might be some people who try taking swings and they're trying to sell, or maybe taking their profits from pre-market. I don't know. However, my gut tells me that the bulls are going to blast through this bull flag eventually. Yeah, they're pushing hard. I'm going to try 51. Looks like that's not going to work. Let's try 56. Okay, I got in at 55, thankfully. And it's beginning this break out of the bull flag. Still, remember the problem is that we have 4161 strong resistance just up ahead. And I think I have 4161 accurately placed on SPY. And I think 4151 was first target. So stupid, I should remember this stuff. 4151, then 4160. And we're now at 4150, so this is going to be a tricky spot for me. It would have been better if I had a entry at 50 instead of 55. I'm taking my hands off the mouse trigger and just hoping this thing pushes up. Where would 66 be? Oh, okay. I believe by the time this gets to 415 or 4160, assuming we can get past 4151, that's going to be a hard part. I may have to risk losing some money to see if it can push past that point, because I really don't have anything else to trade after this. This is a pretty big amount of my account to make this trade. Unfortunately, I should have been paying attention. I was stuck on the phone, but if I had gotten in much earlier, this would be really good trade. We started off as low as 41 or 40. That would have been much preferable. Or I should have gotten it down here in the low 50s or high 40s. Trying to take my hands off the mouse so I don't trigger a sell. Right, we're right at this blue trend line, 4151. This is going to be a difficult spot to get past. And we are at a level, a possible resistance level on VIX here. But if we can get past this point, VIX shouldn't be an issue for a bit. All right, we're now at 4152. If bulls can keep pushing, next target is 4160. I think by the time we get to 4160, I can maybe get a sell at 75 if we can push that high. Just trying to be patient and waiting and see, because that is one of my issues with trading is I'm impatient. We're still not past that level on VIX, which is a concern for me. And it looks like we're rejecting from that level or bouncing. Still stuck at 4151. But this is where I have a confusion, and I wish I can talk to someone who's a veteran trader. When we're at a resistance, and we're stuck at that resistance for a while, for 15, 30 minutes, whatever, I think Adam Mancini says that that resistance is being accepted, and we're likely going to break through the resistance soon. But then I've also seen it stay at a level for a while and then reject hard. So I don't know which one is it. Is level being accepted, or is the level just too strong and eventually it's just the price is gonna fail and fall? And I think it just basically depends on the context of the level and how long the price stays at that level, I think. That's what my gut tells me, but I'm not sure. So right now the conscious part of me is saying, "Hey, you've got profits, $10, sell, take it." And I'm trying to fight that voice because I don't want to miss out on more profits again like yesterday. What I'll try and do is I'll try and wait till this candle closes, and then let's see what happens with the next candle, the next 15-minute candle. But there's a part of my brain that's screaming, take your profits right now. Especially being that it would be 2 days in a row of profits. I want to show consistency. Man, I'm starving, man. The dinner I had for leftovers would be normally enough to fill me, but because I'm trying to stretch the funds, I only had half of it. It's like a tiny bowl of it. Man, I'm telling you, if this falls back down, I'm gonna be so upset that I didn't just take my profits. And look, there it is, it's dropping down. We still haven't passed that level on VIX. Damn, dude. There it is. And now that level's bouncing on VIX. And we've lost 4151. Come on, give me a break here, man. Just push to 4160, please. And just like that, see? I've gone from being over $10 in profits to now $5 in the hole. Now I can only hope that we bounce at the flag. Nope. Keep hearing this voice in my head. You should have taken your profits. You should have taken your profits. And I should have followed my gut and got in right at the bell. If I could have gotten in like at 45 and put my sell at 65, that would have been grand. It would be nice if this candle can close at least above 4151. Ah, the prophet has spoken. No time wasted for ES with overnight dip being bought. 413328 support today with 4151 first target and just hit 4160 next up. After yesterday's 95-point run, expect messy action today. Ideally, bulls want to base above, I think, or below 4160 to set up break to 4175, 4187. 4133 fails, we sell. So Adam says that we want to base below 4161. I don't want to base. I want to just push straight through to 4161. We still have not fallen below that level on VIX, but I do have to remind myself that doesn't always mean that that price won't go up. But I don't know, guys. I'm itching to just go ahead and sell. And take my profits. Sorry. I know I probably sold early again. I got in at 55, right? If I had waited for a pullback and got in at 50 and then sold at 70, that would have been more ideal. Look at this, and I probably could have sold at 75 like I initially intended. What did I sell at? 67? Yeah. Could have eked another $5 here. There it is. I don't know, man. Maybe one day I can get over this early selling penchant I have. I'm a little frustrated with myself as well. I'm probably, probably you are as well. Could have made. Yeah. I could have made 20 bucks when I only made 12. And another 11% profit day. But again, I don't know if anybody answered my video from yesterday. All 2 people that watch my videos, but what is an average amount of profit percentage on a daily basis is what I'm wondering. Look at this. So when I hit 80, God, I always do this to myself. I always sell early. It's not even at 4161 yet. Could have sold at 85 maybe if it pushes to 4161. We're at 4156 right now. Could have made 30 bucks today. I have to learn patience. I was gonna say Persians. I have to learn patience. And I have to learn learned to trust my gut. I should have definitely gone long right at the bell. If I could have gotten in at 45, 47. Oh, crap, this freaking shoulder, man. Ah, there it is, guys. 80, 82. I'm pretty sure it's going to hit 85 any moment. But still, I sold at 67. Could have sold at 77. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see if we do base the rest of the day below 4161 and chop. Maybe there's a chance I can get back in again, but I don't think this is going to be worth less than 40 bucks, is what I would need for it to get for me to be able to get in. Interestingly though, on VIX, we're still above that level. This level here, we haven't broken through it. I assume when we do, that's when the rally really begins. It's unlikely, but I'm going to go ahead and put an alert. Great alert if we get below 40, so I can get in and make the trade. Although part of me is saying just put a buy in at 39, but that's too risky. Because it could just be in free fall. Alright. Well, I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have sold as early as I did, but at least it's day number 2 in profits. So profit last week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I took a loss on Monday and Tuesday, but profit on... Right? Didn't I take a loss on Monday and Tuesday? What happened on Wednesday? Was Wednesday a profit? I don't remember. No, Wednesday was a loss. Wednesday was, yeah. I think Monday was just break even. I don't remember, man. I'm sorry. I think it was actually profit on Thursday, Friday of last week, and then profit on Monday, and then I lost it on Tuesday and Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday profit. Whatever, nothing to brag about because again, I sold too early. Anyways. Alright, I had to delete my last video because I accidentally pulled up someone's email information. It's not a client, but I don't want to be a jerk and show someone's email and personal phone number. But I started that video around 10:03, so I don't know what you guys last saw, but you can see here this powerful jump here. There was no basing around 4161. This thing just plowed right through. And now you can see, once again, I committed the terrible offense I committed yesterday and sold too early. And if I had held up until now, in fact, it's hilarious. Just a moment ago when I was making that last video, I was commenting how I could have made $100 if I didn't sell too early. Now this thing almost hit $200. It's moving so exponentially fast. So yeah, there you go. Now I could have made almost $150. We're already at 4171. So once again, this is another day where I get in here, I sell here. It's just funny. Just imagine a long line from here to there, and I just get this small little sliver of profits here and leave all of this on the table. And I've got to stop doing that, man. Because the only way to grow your account is to take advantage of these large moves. Oh, but then again, here's the problem. Isn't it cautious? Isn't it wise to sell at first resistance? Adam Mancini says this in every single one of his newsletters. That is his strategy. He scales out. He always scales out 75% of his position at the very first resistance and then scales out accordingly, leaving runners. But how can I scale out if I can only buy one single position? The only way for me to profit is to just hope that it pushes higher and then sell. But I wanted to make another video. I deleted the last one, but I want to make another video just so you can see how much of a push this can be. And you can see we blasted past the bull flag, blasted past 4161 resistance, and we just hit a high of 4173, which, just to be clear, Adam Mancini did give his targets. Oh, I'm so sick of having to constantly pull this back up. 4175 was the next target, and we missed it by $2. We just pulled back at 4173. So there's every bit of a possibility that we're going to come back and push higher. Now I have to think versatile. I have to think on my feet. That means if we pull back to 4161, which should be the next support right now, it may go higher. So I'm going to put an alert. I'm actually going to do it on ES because my levels are 4161. I'm going to zoom into a 1 minute so the alert can be very accurate. In fact, it may even go down to 4162. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the alert right at 4162. If it pulls back to this point, it may be, no, it won't be confluent to VWAP. VWAP is way open, way down here. Oh, but check it out. It bounced exactly at VWAP right at 930 and just rallied from there. It was well above VWAP and SPY already. Should have followed my gut and just went with 2 options this morning if I could have. Oh, interesting. It doesn't show like this on, oh no, it does. We just stopped at a weekly level that I have on ES. Oh, let's see if we ever broke down that level. Oh yeah, we broke down that level on VIX, finally. No, that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna hit this daily later on today, or come close to it. So yeah, the question I should ask myself now is, if we get to 4185, that's 415. It's a 415 strike. Nope. I still need this to pull back all the way down to here. Well, let's try it. Let's see if it does. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. I'm not gonna deal with this anymore. Torture myself. Yeah, man, this thing is still pushing. If I go back to 413, we're now at $200+. I did it again, guys. I can't, I know I keep repeating myself. I'm sorry, but man, maybe I should put like a timer where I can't make a trade for like the next 20, 30 minutes or an hour. There it is. My buy-in, my sell. No, actually it was here. It was here that I sold. It was here as it was rising up, I sold. And we hit 210. And We finally hit Adam Mancini's first target of 4175 to the dollar. To the dollar. Technically 4175.5, so it overshot by 50 cents, but it's going to keep turning around. So now I have to wonder, is this going to pull back? If it can pull back to at least 4171, maybe I should choose a 416. Well, let's try 415. Yeah, I need this to pull back to $40. I don't know if it's going to pull back that much. You know what? I'm an idiot. I should have, after I sold, I should have picked a further out strike and jumped back in. Well, I can always try the 416. But it seems a bit foolhardy now to go long. I should have done it before. Now that we're so close to the final targets of the day. I'm also thinking if I had chosen the 415 strike this morning and then went 10, no, I couldn't have gone 10 long. Could have maybe gotten 5 options here. It would have to be the 416 and went 10 long at 50 for 50 bucks and then sold at 50 for $500 profit. Well, 490 minus commission. Let's see if this pulls back to 39. 38 is what I need. God, this. Irony is it pulled back, but my account is 39. I couldn't even get into this one. There is no pullbacks today, man. It just keeps pushing. Oh, man. Anyways. Alright. We are getting our first minor pullback. We're going back. We hit 4178 and my alert just kicked in. So now the question is, it just peaked down. It just went down enough for me to get in. And then it looks like it's turning back around. So the question is, how far is it going to go down? 36. Oh, look, guys. Remember what I said that likely we're going to reach the daily on VIX? Look. Right there. Okay, so then where will we pull back then on VIX likely? Or will there be a pullback at all? Look, it's already recovering. So 36, look at this. 36 was where I could have gotten in. The concern though is we are now forming a supply, even though we're only 3 minutes into this candle. Yeah, this is asinine. I don't know what I'm thinking. Why would I want to go long right at a support, daily support on VIX and right after a supply has been formed. And I didn't say this when I put, but as of right now, a demand is forming on VIX. This is an asinine plan, risky, just to eke out what, a few more extra dollars of profit. But I say it, and watch, it's still gonna work anyways. If I had gotten in at 36, 37, let's see if it pushes up a little bit more. There it is. Already would have been about $10 profit. Up, and look where we're rejecting on ES. This blue trend line from before. I wonder how far back this goes. Oh yes, this is the trend line that I had to adjust because it doesn't show the same as it does on my iPad. Still, it does hit here and hit here. Let me change this color and see if this is the one on my iPad that I'm looking at. What color to change this to? Ugh, man, I don't know. I can't tell if that's the same one on my iPad or not. It looks like it isn't. Yeah, look, because the two I'm looking at on my iPad, I don't know. What is the thickness of this? Yeah, I don't want to make it thicker. I think I do see it, but it's not in the same spot on my iPad as it is here, of course. But anyways, it's pushing higher. Oh no, it's not. Oh wait, did I miss this? It got to 50. Well, hell, if I had gotten in at 36 and sold at 46, I could have made another 10. But again, it's still a very risky trade considering the context of what's happening. An absolutely clean supply is forming just below resistance, just above a daily support on VIX, and just below a trend line that I have here. Let's look at trade TD and see what we have. 4177 resistance. But look at that. Just perfect bull flag and a pop out, and I didn't take advantage of it. Or I mean, I profited, but I didn't profit as much as I should have. I freaking sold somewhere down here. I have enough experience that I can determine that these patterns are going to break out and there's going to be a rally. Now I need to build up the ability to be patient and let the profits run. Yeah, this is definitely a cool off. All right, so let's switch to a 415. Let's see if 4171 becomes support. No, this is wrong. This is not 417 because we're already at 4169. Oh my god, dude. 4167. So then what is this? How are my levels always so blatantly off, man? This is 4165. We just hit 41. How low did this go? 4163. God bless it. So this is, we peaked at 4178. So what is this? Okay, I'll move this down. No, there's got to be something going on here. There's got to be. I can't believe my levels are all completely off like this. We're now at 4163. So this has got to be 4160. No, that was 4163. So we're bouncing at 4163, it looks like. I could have gotten in here. Yeah, it's like we're going to be bouncing at 4163. This is 4163 here. Yes, okay. That was the chance to get in here. I was too busy trying to adjust all these damn levels. Didn't think to jump in. Look at that quick recovery, man. If I could have gotten in, I would already be up almost $20 at this point. Damn it. And look, remember I said where we might likely reject on VIX? We made it almost to this level before we turned around. $4162 is where we bounced. I gotta adjust that on SPY. This is 4162. Yeah, if I could have gotten in at 4163, 4138, could have made 20 bucks. Interestingly, one could have scalped a short here. This is a drop from 414 to 413. I'm trying to analyze what's going on here. Maybe we just have to chop under 4175 for a bit before we can push further past. Or maybe this is going to be the high of the day. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to put another alert, even though I don't think we're going to come back down here again. I definitely should have gotten in when I had the chance, should have been paying attention. And eked out another $20 profit. Another, what am I saying? A $20 profit. Alright, well, my opportunity came and went, so what can I do now? Remember what I said, this was the time to get in. Timing the pullback and knowing when to get in is tricky, but this would have been it. Even if I could have gotten in at 40 or 45, this would have led to a nice $30 profit. And by the time it gets back up to previous supply, it's going to be worth around $80, $90. So this would have been an absolutely wonderful time to get in. And probably stay in too. After it gets up here, there's a good chance it's going to break through this resistance and finally push up. We haven't broken beyond the daily support on VIX yet, but doesn't need to. Yeah, I should definitely put up behind. What was I doing at this time? Was I messing around trying to fix up my support zones? I think that's what I was doing. Damn it, man. I had another opportunity to get in. I had a perfect opportunity and I didn't take it. Oh, whatever. Alright, I was curious what the reaction would be when we went back up to previous resistance and the supply that formed, and it's rejecting. Still, if I had gotten in and sold up there, I wouldn't care. I would have been so content to have gotten in at say like 40 and to sell at 80. That would have been great. What worries me now is after such a run up between yesterday, well, between Wednesday and today, is that next week is going to be terrible trading. In fact, uh, let me double check again what is going on next week. If I recall, isn't next week an FOMC and CPI? No. It looks like it's just, oh, Fed interest rate decision. Why don't they just call it an FOMC meeting? I don't understand. And then Friday we have unemployment. So, yeah. Hey, check this out. So, look at this. This is MK strategy. Supply has formed, supply retested, take it short. So the question is, are we going to get a bounce at VWAP? Should I risk trading? No, it's too late now. I could get in at 38, but it's ballsy because it's not coming up. There's no guarantee this is going to pop back up. And if we lose VWAP, this is really going to drop. I think a safer long would be 451. And we're not there yet. I think at least I have that accurate. Yeah, this is not 460. This is more like 455 here. I don't want to spend too much time re-editing this stuff. I want to make sure I'm ready in case this thing pops. Another ideal spot for a pop would be here at this trend line. It's a good thing I didn't take that long at the VWAP, huh? But yeah, if you're doing MK strategy, this would be a very good short. from 414 to almost 412. All right, we're at that level now in VIX where we could possibly reject, but I don't know for sure if that's going to happen. I mean, obviously I don't know for sure, but the level hasn't seemed to be in effect before, so that's what I'm saying. Let's see if we recover VWAP and then we can push higher. Or let's wait till this candle closes and see if we can start making a demand. My concern though is if this pushes too high too quickly, I won't be able to get in. Next candle is forming below VWAP, unfortunately. Yeah, no demands here. Strong push down. Let's see what would happen if we were doing MK strategy. And with MK strategy, you would want to go, you'll probably use in the money or at the money. Oh, look at that. So when we came back up here and retested, I could have gotten in short. And look, if this pushes down a little bit lower, it would be it's already an $80 profit. This is why I need to be more versatile in the way I think. Somewhere in the back of my head, I was thinking, I wonder how the response is going to be at this supply. But I was more upset at the fact that I didn't take this long. And look at that. This would have been an excellent short. This would have made me much more money than any of my longs I've taken for the past couple weeks. Interesting. And MK, his crew wouldn't have started trading until after 10:30. So here we go. Supply formed immediately at 10:30, immediately tested. They could have already made, knowing his crew, they probably went like 40,000, 40,000. They're banking. So this is a $10,000 profit right here that could have been made if you took 100 options short. All right, let's switch this back around. Damn, I still can't even do the 414. Now, at this point, I need to see if a demand is formed and retested. Oh, and it looks like I was wrong about this didn't serve as a resistance. I might remove this level as a result. We may come back over here. But we are bouncing at 4151. What do you think, guys? Just take the bounce at 4151? Yeah, this is 4151, not 4154. 4154 is just above. I haven't demo traded in a long time, but when I used to demo trade, I would just buy in and then put my sell limit somewhere where I think it will go, and I'll just walk away. And then I'll hear the chime of when a sell goes through, and I'm look, oh, great, just made 800 bucks. But the significant problem with demo trading for me is you're not using your money. It's so different when you're actually using your money, and your money's on the line, and you're not rich. So I guess for a rich person, demo trading is just the same as regular trading. It's just practice for them. It's just fun, like a video game. Anyways, for me to go long now, I think I would need VIX to do this. Hold on. 515. Of course, it doesn't show the same on my other chart, but I would need it to come back up to this level and then reject. But I know that's unlikely because we're so far from that spot. But that would be a good spot to go long. It looks like we are going to bounce up 4151. I think I might take this, but I'm debating if I should wait for a demand to be formed. But then again, this is the period that Adam Mancini says is choppy as hell, 11 to 2. I should just be happy with the little tiny profits I made and just let it go. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let this go for now. I'll come back if anything significant changes. Alright, I was gonna walk away, but I was waiting just to see this happen. And look, demand formed, retested. My impatience is going to destroy my trading. It is I should have waited. Demand formed, retested. Now it's gonna. I'll come back later and try and finish this. Okay. So if I had waited, demand was formed. If I put a retest at maybe 30 bucks, I could have gotten in here at 30 bucks. And look, now it's pushing. So again, demand formed right at VWAP. We got a retest. I could have put, and the demand was formed, let's say at 0.23. Retest was at 0.35, well within my 20-point zone. And I could have gotten in here, even if I didn't get in at 30, if I got in at 32, 33. I believe this is going to push. And if it does, there's a chance it might break past this resistance that formed earlier. Or at the very least, we can do another return test of the daily down here. So this would probably go from 40 to like 50, maybe 60. Meaning, I could have made at least some profits here. I remember I sold to break even at 38 when I got in at 37. If I had held, problem is I got into, my entry wasn't the best entry. I got in here when I could have gotten in down here. Technically though, I should have just gotten in down here when it was in the 20s. If I could have gotten a 25 down here, I guarantee you we're going to hit 45 in a moment. Or maybe not. Anyways, maybe I should go make breakfast. I still haven't walked away yet. I've just been sitting here watching, but here it is. I wanted to wait and see if it finally does it. There it is, 45, 40. There it is. So, yeah, I should have held. No, better yet, I should have followed my strategy. Waited for demand to be formed. Retest of demand, got in at 30. And look at this. Now it's pushed up to 50. So I could have squeezed in an extra $20 profit today if I was smarter and more patient with my trading. And look at VIX. We've made it to the daily and we're pushing below it. I'm shocked. So if this falls, and I don't know if this is going to hold any play, if this falls, I don't know what's left. I don't have anything left here. This is just going to be free fall. So we may very well likely now break through this resistance and continue higher to Adam Mancini's final target of 4184. Should have followed my gut and got in down here, or at least followed my strategy and got in here. Either way, it would have been profits. Instead, I just broke even. I've got to do better, man. So you can see we reached a height of 74 just a few minutes ago. So we rallied back up right until resistance at 4147 again. Although technically this is 41. No, it looks like it's right. 4179 was the peak on ES, so 4178 works here. So yeah, I was right. We had a pullback. I should have got back in. 4151 was support. Unfortunately, all of my levels were all wrong, but the purple trend would have helped and taken this long. Could have gone in at 20, 30, 40, and peaked all the way up here above 70. That would have been a good, decent profit right here. But and I did get in. What was it? 27? I got in at 37. I think it was 37. Had I held, could have made another 30 bucks. So, and there it is. It's breaking through supply right now. And on VIX, we broke through this line. So this is just going to drop. I predict by the end of this day, we may reach 4185, maybe even higher. We might even hit 4200 at this rate. So yeah, I definitely should have gotten in and stayed in with my position. Oh well. Okay. I may make one more video after this because I have to cut out early today. But we finally reached our target. Adam Mancini's target of 4185. I mean, almost to the dollar. So again, I wish I keep saying this again and again. I wish I traded futures because with his levels, they're so perfect. Yesterday, when he sent out his newsletter, he said 4133 was going to be a last-ditch support. So if before you go to bed, you go ahead and you put a buy-in around 4133, it dipped right to 4131. So you get your buy-in and you put your stop loss, 5-10 points below. Now you wake up in the morning and you go ahead and empty some of your positions at first target of 4161 or 4175, I think it was, and then the rest at 4185 and leave a couple runners. Now I can see why that one guy that commented that he's been green every single day for the past 3 weeks. So Adam Mancini's levels are just phenomenal. They really are. And his ability to see the relevant trend lines are impressive. But in any case, this pullback here, which came back down just to about 4151, and I knew there was going to be a pullback, and I said the key would be finding where the pullback would end and turn around. And I got in, but unfortunately, once again, I was impatient. I didn't want to lose what tiny profits I made already, and my fear and my impatience kept me from staying in the position. And if I had stayed in, remember, on this particular strike, 415, I got in at, I think it was 37. And as you can see here, we peaked exactly at $99. So I could have put my sell at 97, just below the final target, and whatever 97 minus 37 is, what is that, 60 bucks could have been made right now. That's a 50% increase in the current account through one trade. And now let's take a look at VIX. All right, we didn't quite reach this level here, but this may be an important point that I might have to mark later on. And of course, SPY, I should mark what we reached, 4185. Now I can mark this properly. 4185 right here. 4185. I almost want to mark this, the date of this. I'm going to put this 4185.75. And this was marked, we know for sure, this is 4/27/28 of 23. So we have this recorded in the video. We had this for sure. 4.1875 is the current high on ES, and I'm marking that as the current high here. Let me be even more accurate and go down to the 1 minute, so I make sure I put it on the spot. All right. Now again, I've said it many times before, and I'll say it again, really, I see no reason why there does not already exist some sort of think script coding or algorithm that will directly translate the levels that are entered on ES to SPY. I don't know why that doesn't exist. I've searched all over Google and I can't find it, and it's extremely irritating. Nonetheless, let me make this red for now. And this is a major level, of course. What else? What else? Let's take a look at TradingView. Yeah, and something else I forgot, and I gotta remember this, that Adam Mancini is good at this. He knows how to do this, and he's uncannily good at this. He can look at a pattern being formed, head and shoulders, pennant, bull flag, or whatever, and determine based on the pattern, the size of the pattern, the subsequential, how do I put this? He can determine how far price will rally if it breaks. Does that make sense? So if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to pull this up. Let me see if I can. You know what I probably should do if I wasn't so impatient, just I should Google some of this stuff, but I think I have bull flag pattern break of distance. That's not, no, that's not what I'm, breakout amount. A strong bull flag usually needs retracement between 30 for breakout upper trend line. That doesn't really tell me anything. What I'm trying to say is, generally when a bull flag is created, the pole length is usually the same as the breakout length. And I wonder if there's a way to sort of analyze and check that out. But in any case, it formed a beautiful bull flag this morning. I saw it, I drew it out, and I should have known this would be a great read, a pretty strong what is the word I'm looking for? A pretty strong rally. And if there is a retest of the bull flag, it would logically occur at the highest point of the bull flag, which is what happened, kind of what happened here. We formed our demand here, as you can see, and that demand was retested and pop. Now let's look at my original option I took this morning at 413 and see what that amount is. Or was it 413? Yeah, it was 413. So this reached a high of 2. So remember, I wanted to show this earlier. I got in, what was it I got in? It was 55 I got in this morning. Oh, that was yesterday. Yeah, that was this morning. 55. Did I really buy this at 9:31 in the morning? Good Lord, man. So, well, 55 is where I got in. And we reached a high of 265. So guys, if I had held my original option this morning, God bless it, man. I really hate when I do that. If I held my original, what is going on? Why can't you use auto zoom? God, I don't know, man. I'm trying. Oh my God, I'm about to. All right, you know what I'll do? I'll switch it to a different option and then switch back to 413 because it seems like it's the only thing I can do to get this thing to show the full map, the full chart again. So yeah, if I held my original option up until now, I would have made over $200 today. And meanwhile, the option from yesterday, if I'd held that one, $400. Anyways, again, I don't know. I don't know, man. I say this again and again. I need to have more patience. I need to trust Adam Mancini's levels. And I really do need to try and scale out of these positions. Anyways, I have a client at 5, so I'm going to leave a little bit early. It's raining. I'm not sure how bad traffic's going to be, but you know what? I'm tired of showing up like 30, 40 minutes early, so I may just leave like 45 minutes in advance. I might not leave until 4:15. So I should be updating this early. I'm not sure how high we're gonna go, but if it goes up much higher, I'll update. Otherwise, this might be my last video. All right. But yeah, man, if any of you guys have any advice on how to stick to the trading plan, I guess, how to be patient, other than just me buying more than one position, uh, or any books you can recommend, man, I really would appreciate it. Then again, almost nobody watches these videos, so yeah.